Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Oh, what do you say we light the beam on another one of these programs? Welcome in the Tuesday night edition, back on normal Tuesday, Thursday this week. Tuesday night edition of the Sports Cave with Biggest Puma, broadcasting once again here live.
Do it live!
On YouTube from parts unknown in the greater north side of San Antonio. If you are listening to the audio version of this program, that means I got my computer fully set up. Now,
did we get last episodes out?
No. It's on YouTube, but not on...
What the F, man?
Brother, I have asked that of my IT department for the last 3 days.
I mean, there was gold on that one.
It will get posted, as will this episode.
You're heartbreaking 5 times.
It's just I know. Well, it's good that you know what? I'm happy. Thank you, IT department for.
Don't worry, I got more videos
for delaying the transmission of my pain to the audio only listeners. No, if you're watching, you can see I have a new laptop, but I had forgotten. Maybe that's why the old one crashed. I'd forgotten all the crap I had put on that old laptop, like all of the stuff you need to edit, produce, and disseminate a live sports talk program. So,
you mean you just don't have to send things through X to like a person?
Well, there are proper channels.
That's the proper channel.
There are still proper channels, and I currently am not throwing too much of a fit and am still attempting to go through the proper channels to get this new laptop fully set up. But fear not, we are back to do another somewhat full episode. We're getting a little late start tonight due to some traffic. So we'll see. Maybe this is the night. We achieve a tight hour.
Hey, man. One can only hope.
I feel like we could do a tight hour just on Wemby's injury alone. So
his injury?
Right. Well, okay.
His real injury is his ankle. If you saw during the Denver game, he was like, he wasn't putting pressure on it towards the end. And
we're going to talk about that Denver game. We're going to talk about, of course, the game last night as well, where Wemby suffered a left rib contusion.
With no contact to the rib whatsoever.
There's a minor contact, a little brushing of contact. I hear a conspiratorial tone from the man across the table from me. Of course, that man is Cap. Once again, you realize we are only 16 days away now from the start of the NFL draft.
Let the speculations begin.
Next week, tonight's going to be a lot of hoops talk between the college national championship game and the Spurs last couple of games that we haven't talked about yet. But next week, it's going to be
NFL 24/7.
You know what? Since IT is dragging their feet, I'll just say it now. Thursday night, we're doing a live draft show on Ticket.
Oh, wow.
7 to 11.
On Ticket?
On Ticket. It'll be me, Shane, and potentially Dylan, as long as the Spurs don't have a playoff game that night. Usually,
you don't make call up during the Cowboys pick.
I think you could come out. It's gonna be out in the public. No, give a instant analysis on when the Cowboys trade up to take a running back or whatever dumb S they decide to do. No, normally
I need Jerry to Jerry on this one, man.
Normally the NBA won't go up against the first night of the NFL draft. So if history holds, it would be safe to say that we'll have Dylan Emery there along with us to do the draft show.
Are y'all going on location? Or?
We will be going on location.
Oh,
you know what? Deeper. Again,
F it.
We'll be at walk-ons on I-10 right there. So
I thought it was gonna be the close one to me.
how is that? How many walk-ons locations are there?
There's one right off well, see, good, nice try.
To get
Nice
to get
try. No, they ain't gonna do
the.
it. Well, you could Google it. There's the walk-ons on like 281 and 1604 area.
I thought they're.
There used to be a lot more, but they
Okay,
closed
that's
them.
the one I'm thinking of. I said I-10, but it's the 281 one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's the same one I'm thinking of. So yeah, you didn't hear it from me, but 7 to 11 next Thursday night we will be at Walk-Ons.
Do I get a laminate so I can go everywhere?
Yeah. I'll make sure we get you full access to the Walk-Ons.
I'm gonna be like Wayne and Garth, just laminate, just get in everybody's face.
Flashing it for no. See, that's why you'll never have Spurs credentials. Don't give me the stop down one. Hold on a minute.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I don't need to go up into people's faces. I'm just gonna put it right in their face, just like, hey, there you go. I'm tall.
I guess I'm struggling to see the difference between those two.
There's a difference.
Okay.
One's aggressive, one's just like, here it is. And their face might be lower than that, you know?
Yeah. It's just it's a height proportion.
It's just a height
thing.
proportion.
Yeah. No,
I'm being respectful.
Right. Yeah. It's no ill will intended.
I'm just like, this is it. Unfortunately, it's right in your grill.
No, unfortunately, that we can add that to the list of reasons we won't ever be credentialed, but we'll keep trying. No, we're 6. So next week we're gonna have to move some stuff around because
Nice.
Thursday will be live on location for the radio show for the first round. I guess not next week. Yeah, no, that's next week.
What would be the first round?
Wait, is that right? No, we're 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week, it's 2 weeks from
2 weeks away.
Thursday.
And then that should be the start of the play-ins. And then
they'll have already finished. The play-ins are like the 17th through the 21st, 20th, something like that. I was just looking at it earlier. I know, because trust me.
Be not math today.
Well, between your math and my scrambled, focus.
Downloading new stuff to
Exactly. And I'm sure you can tell by my heavy backwoods accent and my long redneck hair.
Well,
I'm just great at computers. Like, I know exactly how to fix any issue.
Well, you know who is great at computers and can fix anything is the producer extraordinaire, the one LG.
How about no?
Yeah, no, LG's tired. LG's tired of setting that thing up as much times as he's
It's
had.
already set up. I just open it up and it's good to go.
Somehow we still seem to have tech issues with it, as simple as it should be. Speaking of LG, on this National Beer Day, I think LG's, out of all of us, I think LG's the only one I've seen drink a beer in the last.
Oh, yeah, I don't do beer.
I don't do beer either. We got to watch our svelte
It's working for you, but not so much for me.
Well, it's maybe there's other things involved. Maybe some food. It's the intermittent fasting. That's what really. I got Andy on it. Andy's on day 2. He's already ready to kill me.
It's not bad. I mean, I intermittent fast, but it's just the late night.
Fat.
That's
just. It's the late night, like, oh man, what do I have? But I've been prep mealing. Well, a friend of mine's she just was over there earlier, like an hour or two ago, prep mealing breakfast, some fruits, watermelon, berries. I've been eating a lot of fruits. But the thing with that is a lot of fiber. Exactly.
Exactly. Well, even further reason we need to do a tight hour tonight. Play-in tournament 14th through the 17th. So it's even earlier than I realized.
So they don't give them any days off. It's just bop, bop, bop.
I think it's staggered. So it's Western Conference one night, Eastern Conference the next. So I think each of the winners there get one day off. But no, as you alluded, before we get into some weekend recap, talk some college hoops from last night, LG, tell the good people how they can help support the program.
subscribe to this damn thing and shoot us a super chat because we love those tips, especially the captain. He loves the tip.
Oh, man. Tip, shaft, rod.
Yep. And you can follow us on Instagram at sportscave.live.
I'm talking about the boom mic.
Ah, yes. That's right. Yeah.
Yes, the boom boom mic.
The bunga bunga mic.
All I can think about is Boogie Nights, his old buddy with his belly out.
Just hanging out.
With the boom mic, just sweating, looking at Mark Wahlberg. The great Philip Seymour Hoffman.
The great Paul Thomas Anderson, who's now a Oscar winner himself.
Oh, there you go.
For one battle after another. Yeah, if you... we're going to talk a lot of Spurs tonight. If you have Spurs thoughts, you want to get out there, throw them in a super chat. We'll get to them. Get to them in the segment. Or if you got anything from last night's college basketball game, we'll get to that as well. Or if you have experience with kids ding-dong ditching your house, throw that in a super chat because we're going to talk about that here in a second. Apparently, that has...
it's still a thing.
Not only is it still a thing, but it has now officially reached the hood, or the hood has been gentrified so much.
I'm about to say, you can't call your place the hood. It's just, I
don't know, man. I got a Chomo half a block up. I had a dude get rolled up in a carpet and burned to death about 5 blocks away last week.
I mean, that can happen anywhere.
I mean... Where did the majority of
check LG's
domestic
house
shootings
and just
happen?
Put it in the Chomo little database. I guarantee you, we find about 5 within a couple blocks.
You don't want to look at that database.
Bro, I looked at that one.
You don't want to look.
Oh, the one that throws all the American flags and stuff over there. He's a Chomo.
Oh, the guy that gives the.
And this is 20 years ago. This is pre-Trump, but we were like, this guy, that's the Chomo. And then all of a sudden, it seemed like as soon as we searched it, those flags came down and everything seemed like it was disappearing.
He was starting the heat. The heat had gotten too hot. We gotta retreat into the hedges like Homer a little bit. Yeah, anything if you've got it on topic, we'll get to it when you throw it out there. If it's something else, we'll do it before lightning round. Speaking of lightning round, last week was an absolute disgrace to the lightning round on my part.
Okay.
Because I tried to do the Today in Sports History from my phone. That was awful. I went back and was listening to some of it. You could just tell how frustrated. I was so ready to give up. And then you keep hitting me with different angles of the UConn buzzer beater. There was no winning. There was no winning for me last week. But fear not, I have a long list to get to.
Don't worry, I found more angles.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Just like any pro would say.
Yeah. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that.
I want to do a Boogie Nights. It's a Boogie Nights show.
It does kind of feel like a Boogie Nights show. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to get into some weekend recap here?
Let's do it.
So the way I'm thinking we'll do this is let's save the sports. We'll talk, of course, we've got your Yankee Minute to get to. I've got some other baseball notes and want to talk about the basketball game from last night, the college game. But tell me how to handle, I don't obviously have kids, plan on having kids, don't interact with kids, don't know how to discipline.
Just treat them like little idiots, dude.
Well, I've got a couple of little idiots. So I'm sitting at the radio station today, this afternoon, doing the show with
that's
Andy.
From someone with a kid. I don't know how many times I had to do a 100-yard gaze at him just from the stupidity that comes out of his mouth. And he seems so sure of himself, and I'm just staring at him. It reminds me of my dad's stare.
Oh, that's the worst.
I'm like, I have turned.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're starting to realize.
My mouth's agape. Just looking at him. Just, how stupid could you be? I raised you too.
See, if it was kids doing it If it was kids doing it the proper way,
The proper way.
to
Well, there is a proper way to ding dong ditch.
and what would that be?
That's just, it's you front door, baby. No back door.
So
Boogie nights.
no, that's
Boogie
reserved.
nights day.
That's reserved for special occasions once a year on your birthday. So I'm sitting at the radio station.
When did the back door become a birthday? I just never got that. I'm like,
I wouldn't know because every day is a special occasion in my world. So I'm sitting at the radio station, and I get an alert pop up on my phone that says ringing. Because everyone's got
everybody's
home
got cameras.
camera,
It
everything.
kind of ruined ding dong ditch. Yeah.
You would have thought.
Yeah.
So I see the ringing, and we're in the middle of a segment. Obviously, so the roommate's in Chicago this week. She doesn't get back till Thursday, I think. So, I'm keeping a closer eye on the cameras since
Got a lot of important stuff in your house.
I do, and I have it. It's well guarded with booby traps, so don't get any ideas since most of the people listening to this already know my freaking home address to begin with. So I see the alert pop up that says ringing, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's a UPS, somebody delivering something. I'm not gonna stop down in the middle of a segment and try to
leave it on the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave it on the door. What? Leave it on the door.
Not doing that. So I do the segment and then grab my phone during the commercial break, and I noticed it says ringing -backdoor. So then I'm like, oh, gee, like, what is this? What is?
I would have been like the pose at the house.
I was, that was when I got a little worried.
Yeah.
Like I started to think like, okay, I might actually have to do something about, this is not, but I realized quickly when I watched the video. So our backyard, there are kids that play in their backyard. That's like catty corner to us, whole litter of kids, a bunch of them, 5, 6 kids all under the same roof. And
Litter of kids.
so I watched the video, and is that not proper? That's proper.
No, I'm just thinking the cat guy over here. Is
Well,
like,
that's why-
the litter of kids over there.
Well, I mean, if it's normally it is just cats running through my backyard, and I'm okay with that. So I watched the video, and I see them one by one. 3 of the 6 kids all hop the fence, and they convince one of their, the bravest of the bunch to go over, and he gets real close. And as soon as it's as he's reaching to push it, he's already trying to take off and run. So I've got to figure out that this cannot become
A thing.
But I don't want to be the neighbor that like goes and knocks on the front door. Excuse me. I need to talk to you about your kid's behavior. It's I don't want to be that guy.
Nah, I've just been like, hey, front door is where you ding dong ditch. Back door is where you might get shot.
That's my other concern, because if I had been at home, say this had been tomorrow, and it was at like 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock,
And
or
there's
something.
there's no checking to see if there's a car in the driveway or anything like that.
No, they just hopped and came over.
That's pretty brazen of them.
That's what I'm thinking. And I look, again, I don't have kids, so I would never be one to suggest what is or isn't good parenting. But every time these kids are kicking a soccer ball around in the backyard, it's F this, F that, F you. And we're talking like 10-year-olds dropping F-bombs at each other.
You get more desensitized to it whenever you hear it on Call of Duty and they got the headsets on.
Oh, I've heard the other F word used.
I've heard
Speaking of
the
Call of
N-word,
Duty,
and I had to sit there and be like, your uncles are black. I was like, because they're adopted.
You
And I
gotta
was like,
stop.
I was like, your uncles are black. What if they heard you say that word? How would you feel? And he's like, not too good.
Yeah, you're
And I'm
upsetting
like,
the ancestors.
yeah, I'm just like, Jesus, man, you're gonna get your ass kicked, dude.
I fear this is not going to be a one and done story. I think this first time,
Yeah.
since no one was there, they didn't really get a whole lot of payoff from it.
Yeah. What was
I'm
it?
thinking if I were to say anything at this point, it would only incentivize the little turds to do it some more or to do something else.
Or you could do, LG, tell me if you remember this, what the neighbors did over at MacArthur High School by the blue bars is where everybody ditched. You used to be able to fit through these little blue bars, but then they put a gate up so everybody would hop the fence, at an angle because it's a ditch, like a rain ditch, and everybody would hop the fence. Well, this is what they decided to do. Put barbed wire
Oh, okay.
around
Okay.
where you'd sit there and grab it to hop right over.
Yeah, that certainly escalates things.
And as I'm running from Spider-Man, one of the favorite officers, as I'm running from Spider-Man trying to ditch, I go and just grab it, pull myself over, and all of a sudden I feel a rush of pain and look down, and there's I just put my hand straight through about like 8 barbed wire spurs.
Ooh.
And I was like, hey, there's no turning back.
Well, yeah, I mean, at that point, you've already done the damage.
Straight sandlot it, man. Like Benny the Jet. Like, oh. Yeah, you could do that route.
Sandlot?
Sandlot. I watched it the other day. It's
might
a classic.
Might be a little overrated.
Oh, buddy.
Or is that a bridge too
I
far?
literally was at the bar watching baseball, and the Sandlot came on a station, and then I sat there and watched half the movie.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah,
Exactly. Those poor kids never got paid off that statement. They should have copyrighted it.
I'm not so sure.
It's a great movie.
I'm not so sure.
The Beast. Benny pickled the Beast.
If I'm wanting to watch a baseball movie, I'm not sure that's in my top 10, top 8. Like, I mean, I can think of half a dozen right now easily that I would.
Did you ever watch it as a kid?
I did. Yeah.
You didn't like it as a kid?
I kind of thought, well, you know what it honestly is? It's a little too Yankee-ish for me, and that's why you love it. It's a little too New York.
Oh, because it was a baseball.
Yeah, that's not the baseball experiences I had. I don't relate to it.
Because it was a Babe Ruth ball, you just ridden off the whole movie.
Well, aren't they? They're somewhere. They're up in the Northeast.
They're in Cali.
Oh, they're in Cali?
Yeah, like they moved from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Oh, I kind of forgot that side of it.
Hence why, like, it was like, oh, who's Baby Ruth? The
Yeah.
Great Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT? Yeah, the Sultan of SWAT.
Yeah, no, I think I stand by it. I might be completely in the minority, but
Like Benny got to be a Dodger. He had a Rodriguez Dodger, LA Dodger on his back.
I need to revisit
Oh, buddy.
because
All right.
I don't think you're going to be able to convince me.
Well, anyway, I don't think the kids will. If they do it again, you need to go out there and just full, whitey tidies with the shoddy
I told you,
and just clap, clap. You know what I'm saying? Be like, see if they think that's funny.
just pure intimidation.
Yeah, and then just you're tall enough to kind of look over the fence. I don't see you have 8-foot, fences. I'm thinking chain link.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
All right.
I wasn't listening if you mentioned it, but The Sandlot was released today, 33 years ago.
Whoa.
In this day in history,
You know what? Let me go ahead and
jot that down.
let me
33 years ago. Wow, man.
So what's that? 93?
Yeah.
So I was
April 7th, 1993.
okay.
Wow.
Well, add that to the list of, you know what? Here.
That's
National
a great
Beer
one.
Day. How about National Sandlot Day just for Cap?
Hey, buddy.
Sandlot.
The great, not Robert, James Earl Jones. He was so good in there, man. He got hit in the head, lights went out, had all the memorabilia. That was just, I don't know, there's something very nostalgic about that movie, man. Thank you, LG.
Yeah.
You play ball like a girl.
See, and that's why that is such a regressive movie. That's offensive to me.
Are they playing overhand yet?
Some are. Some are. It just depends on what state you live in.
12U.
Look, all I know is the second best player on my little league team was a girl from one city over, who's the town. You think my town was small?
Whose dad was just really pissed he never had a son.
Literally, that's 1,000% what it was. 1,000%. And she was awesome. She played catcher. She was great. She was so good.
That's the captain of the team,
That's
baby.
exactly right. You notice, though, I said second best player.
Second. Oh, you thought you were the best player. Huh?
Oh God, no! I just loved baseball, but
Well, they put your lanky butt out in the outfield.
no,
Right
no,
field?
third base,
Third base.
first and third. I worked the corners depending on who was pitching. But no, yeah, I'll keep you posted because I don't think I'm going to react to this one. I'm going to just act like this one didn't happen.
Well, when you're not in the hood, like you say, there's a thing called the Nextdoor app where all the Karens will like to sit there and show their Ring cameras of the kids that are all masked up, riding e-bikes, going ding dong ditching. Like, they're all like, what should we do? Oh my God. I'm just like,
They all got their poo shiesty masks on.
I was like, dude, the thrill of that is really kind of like over because if you check your Ring camera, you just don't answer the door.
yeah. No, that's
Well, let me rewind it. Oh, it's just some kids playing around. All right.
yeah. I'm not even gonna interact with
Unless
that.
they ride their e-bikes and tear up my lawn, I'm not gonna give an F. You know,
You're not the guy who cares about his lawn, are you?
dude. The HOA fees and the penalties.
Okay. So,
You got to.
quick story.
I care enough
To
to where
not-
it's constant. Like I haven't done anything. Well, the only thing I added was like a little brick, like around the rose garden, around the tree, and all that stuff. That was during COVID. I was just bored and just
Needed a project.
Yeah, I needed projects.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like, it's just the same rose bush, same bushes that's like it came with the house, same tree that's like the little Charlie Brown tree.
So my buddy that they lived here for like 5 years or so, bought a house, ended up moving as soon as their kids got to public school age. They moved back to our hometown so their kids could go to our same high school up there.
Yeah.
And so they are in the process of selling their house, but they haven't, they moved back up there back in August last year in time for the school year. And so the HOA has been on their ass about everything now
Oh yeah.
because they understand
The weeds are up to my thigh.
exactly. So my buddy literally told him, look, we're not going to be a part of your HOA for much longer. And two, your threats have no power. Like your threats have no, like you're not going to take this through court to actually take ownership of this house when it's already in the sale process.
They don't take ownership of it. They issue fines. It's basically a lien on your house. You have to pay the fines
Right.
to sell the house.
So that's what they're going through right now.
Yeah.
But he told them, he's like, you can place all the liens you want on it. Like, I'm going to demand a payment plan. I'm going to demand some strategy or some plan on your part because you're not going to get it all.
Your power is fickle.
Exactly. And so he's in the middle of all that. So I hadn't thought about the Nextdoor app, though.
Yeah.
I would love to see what some of these yuppies that have moved into my neighborhood are saying on the Nextdoor app. It's like, I'm now...
I mean, are you allowed to shoot a kid with a BB gun if he's on your property?
I mean, I would say castle doctrine as if I'm scared.
I don't know who these kids are. He looked 18 to me.
Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to ask
Thought he was
for
I
ID?
thought he was a little person.
See?
Yeah.
And
I'm not gonna judge a person by its height.
I've got really small windows that they could crawl through. I don't know. What do you expect me to do?
I can see you taking a sniper stance, like just little hole cut out through a little newspaper in a window. Just you see the kid, and you're just like, get him in your sight.
Just straight Lee Harvey from the book depository building. You want to talk some sports?
Let's do
Before we
it.
get too much further behind. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the college hoops game last night. It was pretty anticlimactic.
Has there ever been a more dominating team? This had to be one of the most dominating teams in NCAA tourney history, winning by double digits, basically out every game except for the last game. And it was so I found myself changing the channel.
Well, it was really hard. I had three screens going between Ranger game, Spurs game, and college hoops game. So, and I found myself paying way more attention to Spurs and Rangers.
Yeah.
Especially through most of the first half where UConn, it felt like UConn was just trying to hold on and keep it, stay in it as long as possible to try to steal it at the end, which they almost did.
Yeah.
I mean, down by 4, 30 seconds left, and Michigan misses both of those free throws. It's
not like UConn has done that before. Cue up the video,
okay,
LG.
there's enough of that. Enough of that. But I mean, that was exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Watching it last night, I was like, oh, okay. I've seen this script before.
How can you watch the next game after getting your heart ripped out like that? Oh.
I was certainly happy to see UConn lose. Yeah, because I'm not the type where I don't want to see the team
that beats my team
win. Yeah, I've never understood that logic whatsoever.
It's like I take some pride. At least we got beat by the best. No,
you say most dominant. I don't look at that Michigan team and think like the wins were dominant on the scoreboard for sure.
Yeah.
But it was.
Did they have an easy route, is what you're saying?
A little bit. I mean, I've got it right here. I mean, going back and looking at, who all they went through. Obviously, as a 1 seed, they got the 16 seed Howard in the first round.
Okay.
St. Louis blew out Georgia in the first round. So Michigan played St. Louis. That was a good St. Louis team, but that's a mid-major. Then after that, they got Bama, who's playing without their second leading scorer.
Okay.
And then they get Tennessee, who was a 6 seed. So altogether, Michigan played a 16 seed, a 9 seed, a 4 seed, and a 6 seed.
And then the final
four was Arizona and UConn.
And they absolutely
destroyed Arizona.
Yeah, that was a surprising thing where I was like, man, they're that good, I just didn't. I thought that was gonna be a tighter game, and I still had Arizona winning. But oh man, I don't know, man. Very there was good moments. Not my favorite March Madness.
No, and when we get to this day in sports, we're going to talk about one of my favorite Final Fours, one of my favorite March Madness. That's obviously with it being.
I'm assuming Duke was in there.
No, it's not.
Oh,
but one of my favorite players ever was in it. But I think that's also a big part. Like last night, there was maybe one lottery pick playing in that game.
So you're saying
Lindeborg, and he's probably definitely outside of the top 10. Maybe Mara, the tall Spaniard, could slide into late lottery, but I don't think neither one of them are going to be top 10 picks. There wasn't a top 10 pick in that game last night.
I think he nailed it. Chris in the chat nailed it. It's like, we didn't know anybody. It's just we didn't know any of these kids, and like if we had more star power towards the end.
Yeah. Oh well, like the Kudo, who ended up getting tournament or Final Four player, top player, whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
If you have watched college basketball for the last 3 years, you saw him at North Carolina as the starting point guard, and now he's the starting point guard at Michigan. If you saw Mara at UCLA when he came over and was a real gangly 7'3" kid, and now he's filled out, looks more like a grown man. So you saw him at another place. You saw Lindeberg at UAB, especially for Roadrunners fans. Saw him playing in the same conference. You saw Carabin for the last 4 years at UConn, along with Solo Ball, but all of those guys, none of them are stars.
So
they're all Lindeberg is the closest to being a star, and he was only really on the national, spotlight for this 1 year at Michigan. There just wasn't a lot of NBA talent in that game last night.
Do you think the NIL, because they're sitting there swapping schools every year, especially it's the kids that are fringe NBA players or maybe not even going to be playing in NBA, but good enough to be a piece that they need to have a championship running, like a championship run team? Maybe that's it, because you don't see the kids develop together.
See, and
the
that's
same squad.
Michigan now the first team to have a starting five of all first year transfers win a championship. I think like most things when you're sitting, behind a microphone, you're supposed to have a strong blowhard opinion of NIL is ruining college sports, or NIL is, finally ending the exploitation of college athletes. And it's like, well, kind of like most things, I think NIL, there's a lot of gray. There's a lot of good. There's a lot of bad. The good being, guys like Kudo, Lindenberg, Mara to a certain extent. Maybe those would have been guys that chased money 5 years ago and went to the NBA when they weren't ready, but instead they're staying in college because I also think that makes the product better too. Mm-hmm. Because you go back and think about Timmy playing full career at Wake Forest, Shane Battier playing full career at Duke, the Houston kids, Reddick at Duke, all of the when you had.
That was Duke back in the day, like before NIL. It was like you had to be a 4-year player for Coach.
You had your rare except like Corey Maggette was one of their first of my lifetime to jump. Jay Will jumped early.
But Coach K, he sat there and would he
was still reliant. Yes, he was still.
And if you got 1 year, you can tell Coach K was not going to be happy with that person, and he's literally going to take that into effect if you have that star power. He's like, you want to come to Duke? He's like, I want at least 3 years from you.
And you saw he was definitely a late adapter to the one and done era. But eventually, I mean, we've seen multiple one and done guys go in the top 3, top 5 out of Duke in the later part of Coach K's time there. I think thinking about NIL's direct effect on the game we saw last night, UConn didn't have a Steph Castle, UConn didn't have one of their normal one and done freshmen.
Yeah.
Braylon Mullins, the closest thing to that. And he might still come out.
But I don't think a one and done does it anymore. Because they're built like these other powerhouse schools are building teams
with 22, 23-year-old grown-ass men.
Yeah, they're building teams and cherry picking them and being like, I need this specific piece. Where can I get it? There's these 6 kids. Maybe if I can get one of them from these different schools, and not someone like a Carmelo or a Kevin Durant or any
any of the one and done.
Steph Castle.
Yeah.
That star power can't sit there and overcome a built team by a good coach to unseat them in the tournament.
That's the all as much as you want to play the clip again. That was the issue with Duke against UConn. I mean, it was a Duke team that didn't have a single 4-year player on the court when they turned the ball over at the worst time.
Hold the ball, buddy.
And it was a UConn 4-year player that made the smart pass to Mullins for a wide open game-winning 3-pointer. So I do think that's where I say the product overall is definitely better because of NIL.
Yeah.
Because a team like that Michigan team we saw last night can now be built overnight. Michigan was...
And you can have depth.
Exactly. I mean, their tagline was, we don't have 5 starters, we have 9 starters. And that's how we look at it. And that was true. I mean, Michigan had more depth than anybody this year, obviously, with the result we saw last night. But I think in terms of a viewing product or in terms of overall health of the college game, the fact that Michigan can go from 8-24 2 years ago, fired Juwan Howard, hired Dusty May, give him an NIL budget, and 2 years later,
he wins a
national championship
with one of the most even with the weak schedule. I mean,
still a dominant
5 double-digit blowouts.
Right. So that's
Speaks
where
for itself.
Yeah, I don't mind seeing. There's a whole nother perspective that is less interested in seeing a guy on his 5th year in college play for his 3rd university. Like Lindenberg it was last night, but I don't really have a problem. I think that because you watch the product all year, and for the casual passerby that only pays attention to tournament, to the dance, and then the tournament, the conference
tournaments.
Yeah.
We're looking for star power. We're looking for Cinderella stories. We're looking for upsets. That's what's entertaining about March for us.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
That's where, in the end, do I think they are going to? I think give it up to an old commander in chief. They're going to have to cap the amount of moves you make. You can't go to a different school every year.
Why?
Well, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying, if you want to put a product, I think there's more people out there like me, who want the Cinderella, who want the star power, who wants, not the chalk winning everything all the time. But that's not going to happen if people are transferring every year to build these complete teams with depth.
So you would be against a guy like Will Wade, who was at...
Don't know who that is.
McNeese. I'll tell you. He was at McNeese State.
Yeah.
He was at LSU.
Okay.
And then went to McNeese State.
Okay.
Then from McNeese State went to NC State for 1 year.
Okay.
And now he's back at LSU. So we went LSU, then downgraded to McNeese, then NC State, and now back at LSU.
So it's basically sending them to the minors
over the course of 5 years.
Over the course of 5 years?
But he was only 1 year at NC State and then left and immediately went back to
whatever
LSU.
Gets the Cinderellas, the star power to become more dominant again, and not having, like Michigan says, 9 starters with a deep, deep bench, just sit there and just railroad the whole March, railroad the whole tournament. Yeah, I want whatever needs to happen. That I don't want to see that. I want to see what I used to be seeing for the last 20 years.
Will Wade is a head coach.
Will Wade, oh, okay, Oh, you got me. I don't care.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why do we care about the players doing it, but a coach doing it is different
For the
or
coach.
separate?
I don't care. Like the coach got to stay there and build the team.
So if we're going to talk about limits,
Okay, so let's talk about like
why are we only talking about limits on the players' movement, but not the coaches?
This is like a Lane Kiffin.
1,000%.
So yeah, I'm not for Lane Kiffin moving every year to a different school. That's horrible.
At least Lane stayed at Ole Miss for a little bit.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. You got to stay there for at least the commitment of the kids that you have there for as a coach.
That's an idea.
You know?
So you have a 4-year minimum. Well, then no, that wouldn't work because you're
You could
resetting
you could do
every
a 3-year minimum.
Yeah,
I could
3 year.
like compromise on a 3-year minimum. Like you're there to build a program as a coach. Now we're going to coach. As a kid, you're there to follow the coach's plan to build that program. Now, if you leave after a year, chase the money, I don't really mind the kid doing that because he's a kid and he might not even play professional ball. So get your money now. The coach, that's his job. So
The Supreme Court ruled that the player, it's also his job.
That's why they're getting paid.
Right.
But them chasing it, but I'm just saying, if you're making the product worse and they're not bringing as much money, as much eyeballs, and people are not satisfied, the NCAA should be able to step in and be like, hey, we have to make this product good again.
Yeah, I just hesitate when I hear coaches with career losing records like Tommy Tuberville trying to convince me that college sports needs to be saved and he's the man to do it. I just don't have when I watch college basketball, like I don't see a whole lot of, like, you want to talk about problems, change to 4 quarters. Get rid of the 2 halves.
Yeah.
Start to have fouls reset every quarter like they do in the NBA. Give coaches the ability to call timeouts to move the ball to half court instead of having to do long throw-ins at the end of game. Like, make the game more NBA-like. That would be a problem I'd be okay fixing. I don't see a whole lot of problem in Michigan having 5 transfer players and win a national championship.
So you don't think there's a problem?
Not in that sense. No.
No, like you don't think there's a problem in the product as a whole? Because, sir, I'll tell you right now, the headline that we're doing and having the biggest conversation of is not what the kids did on the court. It's how to fix the product off the court.
But that's my whole point. The product is the product is creating record television deals.
Yeah.
The product is creating a
that?
level of parity where Indiana can win football national championships now.
That's football. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It feels like
We're talking basketball.
Well, I'm just saying college athletics overall. I mean, because if you're talking about capping player movement or the amount of years they can be in college playing,
the thing is
that's
with
all sports.
Each of those entities got to be separate conversation, because if you're going to get benched and you're not going to play, you have the right to go somewhere to show, because you can only have so many years to put game on tape to get to the next level, and you should have that right. But whenever you're sitting there talking about college basketball, there's 12 people that make that team. And if you want to sit there and argue about those people not getting the minutes, they were never going to get the minutes. Now, if they're going to go get game on tape and actually make a chance to go to the NBA, that's a different story. That's a whole different animal.
Yeah,
It can't be uniformed from basketball to baseball to football. Each of them it has to be separate rules, because each of them have separate arguments.
Yeah, and that's only setting it up for an even worse idea to rise to the top if we're trying to handle each one of those separately, because one thing that myself and Brett Kavanaugh agree on is this is this is not college athletics. This is simple labor law, and these are employees at a certain level, generating millions of dollars. No, that's enough time on that. Well,
as Wes says, this is boring. Well, let's talk PBR. You know, Wes, I need to start. I'm going to learn the ins and outs about the PBR league. And
LG loves it.
I love going to the rodeo.
It's awesome.
Like, I love seeing all the action, but I need to know the rules before I can even delve into it. I need you to send me a 3-page summary of this.
Here, I'll give it to you pretty simple.
And I will give you a 15-minute segment on the show and break it down for you.
One of the bravest / craziest people on the face of Earth.
Oh, sit on the backs of bulls.
Gets on the back of a bull.
Yeah.
And he can only have one hand.
Some of my favorite movies
other hand
are
can't
like
touch
bull riding
the bull. And then they just open it.
Hey,
and you try to C8.
Points for keeping the cowboy hat on, dude.
See, you get it. You've already got it.
I got it.
Yeah, you'll be a master in no time. Let's cue it up, LG. Let's give him a minute. Let's talk some baseball.
Oh, what we need to cue up is one of the most spectacular catches by the one Yankees Cody Bellinger in left field.
It's really hard for a Yankee to get.
It's hard. It's very hard for a Yankee
to get defensive credit this week with the 3 home run robbing Joe Adell performance.
But I've never seen this done before. Let me know whenever you cue it up and we can put it with the minute, because there hasn't been much the Yankees have done except for today where we came back from 1-0. Look at Cody Bellinger.
Ooh, I missed that.
It's like when you do the quarters and you gotta like catch him like that. Absolutely amazing catch. I've never seen that in my life, where it bounces off the heel of the glove and he catches it behind like he's catching quarters.
It's a pretty nice recovery.
But today, our bullpen blew yesterday. The last game of the Miami Marlins, they're serious this year. They look good. They're scrappy. But today, Juan Rosario hit 2 home runs, and the second home run was a 3-run home run in the 8th to put us over the top, to beat the emerging Athletics, who sat there and took, 2 out of 3 from Houston? From the Houston Astros? Well, today we got 2 more games.
Oh, there it is.
We got today's game.
There it is.
Cam Schlittler, you're an all-star this year, sir.
I'm not so sure the AL West is not just ass this year.
They're ass the first couple of series.
I mean, you mentioned the Athletics.
Except for the Yankees. I mean, we're 8-3.
No, I'm saying
8-2.
AL West. The Athletics are 3-7. Mariners just dropped
3-7.
Yes,
I thought they were doing I thought just because they gave it to the Astros.
Right. So the Astros are leading the division at 6-5. I guess technically now the Rangers are tied with them because I think they just put the finishing touches on the Mariners, which means the Mariners drop to 4-8 now. The Angels 6. There's not
the big dumper got the first home run of the season.
Yeah, after having a couple robbed. You mentioned the Marlins giving y'all trouble. I mean, they've dropped back to 6-5, but when you look at it and remember, they started 5-1 because they played the Rockies and White Sox. I'm not sure the Marlins are going. But
they are scrappy, man. They're heavily run the bases. Just sit there, just get hits. Don't get doubles. Don't hit for power. But we're just going to run the bases on you and put pressure. And their starting pitching is pretty, they got some gems in there.
And it'll be solid until the trade deadline. Yeah. Because
they are trading.
Some of those guys will be on the move. Don't look now, but the Dodgers are 9-2. Only team with a better record than your Yankees.
Oh, wow. The Dodgers are 9-2. Surprise, surprise.
Longest active on base streak in MLB right now?
Don't say his name. Don't Don't you do it.
Don't
you do it.
Mr. Ohtani.
Oh, God.
Longest active scoreless inning streak among starting pitchers in MLB currently.
Well, currently, besides today, it was.
Besides today.
Cam
No, it
Schlittler.
It was still Ohtani. Ohtani had
Was it from last year?
carryover. He had 22.
You don't get carryover.
It's active streaks.
There's no carryover crap.
That's how active streaks work. That's like a on base streak carries over season
You break
to
Lou
season.
Gehrig's record and you do it by carrying over. Don't you beat your chest?
Well, you would have to do that by carrying it over because Lou Gehrig's record
I'm thinking of DiMaggio.
was
DiMaggio, yeah, he was Iron Man.
Yeah, that would have to be a carryover record.
So many Yankees, so many records. They all get jumbled up in there. Like,
yeah, I'm sure they do. The Rangers had a bad weekend. Recovered now with the last 2 wins over the Mariners,
almost
but
gave it away.
yeah, I missed it. I was trying to avoid distraction. The unfortunate
Far West Texas, the Red Sox season is already over. Man,
yeah, what are they? They were
Anthony
2-8.
Romaine has got to be the worst left fielder in the game. He is absolutely ass, dude. Like
He was good in the World Baseball Classic.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they just didn't have him fielding.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't remember many fielding highlights. No, the Rangers get swept in their home opening series against the heated rival, the National League Central Cincinnati Reds. I just hate the Rangers opened the season on the road at an NL team stadium, and then they opened their home series against a National League team. I know it doesn't matter anymore because everything's balanced. Everybody has DH. I know none of this. I'm screaming into a void about it.
You were just
But it
so
bothers
used
the
to
hell out
getting
of me.
interleague play with like a month into the season. Like you wouldn't get it for the first month. It was
No.
it was all division. It was all
Or at least it was someone that you would see in the playoffs. It was some
Yeah.
American League team to start the year, you know.
I mean, but we have gotten some great plays. Speaking of the clip that you thought I was going to show, if you want to cue up that the 3 robberies,
Oh, do you have all 3 of them in a montage?
it's in a montage, baby, and each one got better and better and better.
The first 2 were
I mean, the first one was like standard, like
Yeah.
that's what you get paid for. The second one, a little bit more athleticism,
a little bit of hop, yeah.
and then the third one had to be one like that's
The third
gonna be
one's
a
pretty
highlight.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
that's a career highlight for that man. So it's my man from the Angels.
Speaking of Joe Adele, former top 10 pick by the Angels, 9 years ago, I think?
Boom. So this is the first one. You can see it's still day. Boom. But that was a straight homer. Then we go again. Seattle, of course. I love these. Oh. A little higher. God. And you think it's done. And then you go
This
to
one.
the weirdest part right here, trying to be like a Red Sox stadium. Falls in. They're trying to, they're like, you see the Angels the Seattle's announcers trying to be like, no, that's a home run.
That's a home run. He carried it over the fence.
No, technically he caught it before he leaned over the fence. But man, 3 robberies in one game.
What makes it even funnier is, okay, LG, if you have that, throw that still image up there that I sent you. This picture that this lady, a fan, took that was sitting right there behind Joe Adele after he made that third catch.
Oh,
and
man.
she got a great shot with the stadium camera and everything up in the background.
This is gonna. That's gonna be a one of one card right there.
Yeah, that's pretty iconic. As much as I hate to give the Angels credit for anything, Artie Moreno, one of the worst owners in all of sports, but that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
With the stadium lights and everything right there. No, the funny thing about Joe Adele, so I believe he was the 10th overall pick in 2017. At one point, he was the number one prospect in all of baseball when he was in the minors. He's always been a guy that was projected to be, perennial all-star.
Yeah. An anchor of a team.
Right. And the thought was, at one point, the Angels were thinking, look, we're going to have Trout, we're going to have Odell, and we're going to have Ohtani, and we're going to have a murderer's row, to get us.
And then you got Ohtani pitching, so you got an ace.
Right.
And then hopefully you can get another ace, and now we're in competition for playoffs.
So back during COVID.
Especially in that weak division.
As I said, I'm not so sure the division's not just ass this year. Straight Cam Newton. Back during COVID, when there were no fans in the stands, and Angels were playing in Texas during a game, Joe Adell had a straight Jose Canseco moment.
Oh, it bounced off his head.
So it wasn't quite off the noggin, but it bounced out of the palm.
Oh, yeah.
So he went up, and it wasn't like those where he was trying to rob a home run. He was just running back on a ball in right field, reached his glove out, and it just bounced right off the palm and into
his momentum kind of like bounced it like another 5-6 feet.
Exactly. It pushed it even further. And the only reason I remember it's during COVID because I saw the clip floating around and I saw all the stupid cutouts. You remember that era of baseball?
You could buy yourself a cutout.
Yeah, exactly. But going back to those first two catches he made.
Yeah.
Do you remember? It was like 2 years ago that Anaheim or LA, whatever they're calling themselves now, they changed the way their stadium is built. I think it was about the time they got Ohtani, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
So they
had to put some money in there.
They changed the home run line out there because it used to be you had to clear that whole tall wall they have.
And then they cut it off.
And then they chopped it in half.
Try to get those cheapies over in right field.
Or trying to give Joe Adell the opportunity to steal 3 home runs in a single game. Also, the stakes of that. Do you remember what the score of that game was? What the final score of that game was?
What was it?
1-0.
Oh, that's right. Any one of those home runs.
Any one of them.
Yeah.
If he had only robbed 1 home run, if he had only made that awesome final catch where he flips over, but the other 2 were home runs, they would have lost 2-1. So in terms of what was on the line, the fact that he stole 3 runs off the scoreboard, I'm not so sure that wasn't the best defensive performance we've seen in my lifetime.
He single-handedly won that game.
At least in a regular season game. Because, a game that ends 1-0 and he stole 3 runs.
Is Mike Trout hurt again? I'm just gonna try to look it up. Like
I didn't,
because he was having
he was off to
solid start. No, he's not hurt. He's still
I didn't think so. He missed 1 game he's dealing with his own contusion.
Oh,
just like Wemby.
Yeah, so he's batting 200. Yeah, so he's fallen off because of injury.
Yeah,
but
Mr.
can't get right, dude.
We're going to obviously, as we, once we get past this Spurs playoff run, we're going to be diving more and more into baseball. You realize in 2 weeks, I think it is, there's a team traveling into Arlington to play the Rangers for a 3-game series.
And that could be the Yankees?
That would indeed be the Yankees. It's April 27th.
If it doesn't jump up to 100 degrees, that might be a game to go to.
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to figure out.
Come on, Sports Cave. Come on with those super chats. Daddy needs some
Yankee tickets.
I need some Yankee tickets.
That's okay. Well,
I know that'll get the money flowing.
Yeah, get Cap to a Yankee game. It's less doable because it's a Monday through Wednesday night series.
just straight cell phone it, you know.
And we could LG. Can we do the show off of a hotspot? We could do the
With that new stadium, they should have a good Wi-Fi.
Possibly.
I was thinking we could do it on a hotspot in the car on the drive up.
Oh yeah.
We just do it from the road, or maybe we stop at West, do a show live from the Czech stop,
Hey,
the Kolache place there.
hey, let this mouthpiece.
Dude,
you
that
know,
place in West Texas is amazing.
It's-
The Kolache stop.
Hell yeah.
There's two of them across the highway from each other.
Yeah, Slavacek.
so you can get one going.
There's a
each
lot.
way?
That's correct. Or you can make the correct decision and just stop at Czech stop both
Oh,
ways.
So it's two different Kolache stores.
That's correct. And they're
it's not the same one and two like
look. Few things.
the rivalry goes
Few
real
things
across
can compete.
the highway.
Few things can compete with Aggie Longhorn rivalry in this state. The Kolache Wars of West, Texas, the city of West. That's as close as you can get to Aggie Longhorn rivalry. There are strong opinions.
Shout out to my cousins Danny and Cecilia living in West Texas who had their house destroyed by that fertilizer plant
the
that blew up.
Plant blew up. Yeah.
Their house got like, did it get?
It got knocked off the foundation.
Do you remember that? It was a
oh, I
massive-
remember it. Yeah, it was like a bomb.
That's 1,000% what it was.
That's why you can't buy a lot of fertilizer at one time without getting flagged.
Yeah. Well, it's probably.
Found that out the hard way. I'm just playing.
I was about to say on multiple ATF lists. So West, when I was growing up, first of all, West is where we had all of our hogs processed. Like that's where we had, we drive a pig down to West to get
Get your jerky
turned
on.
into bacon and pork chops and everything good. But their mascot was the Trojans. Imagine how well we handled that as kids when they were in our district. There were
You just throwing condoms at them as we're going.
flinging them like rubber bands.
The Boogie Nights show. We are flinging condoms at
Yeah,
each other.
it was a lot of fun at the expense of the West Trojan mascot.
Magnum Dom.
You're sitting there
Literally.
like swinging one around with
Pulling
some
it
water
back
in it. You know,
like a rubber band and trying to shoot it at. We would go because the mascot would be walking around, running around, and we would I didn't play football, so I had a lot of time on my hands to come up with fun ways to throw condoms at the West mascot. It was a good time.
you're like, how many condoms can we have stick on this mascot?
You talk about getting flagged and put on a list. And go buy 100 condoms at Walmart and see how they look at you.
just walking with a big old hat, a cane, be like, these bitches need to be safe.
Look, they don't know what kind of, as Kenny Powers said, that ain't for you or that ain't for me. That's for you. You don't know what kind of I got. You got anything else on baseball?
Nah, we
All right.
good.
Let's go into some Spurs notes. That'll be the main seggy tonight. Obviously,
I have to apologize.
start with it.
San Antonio, I'm sorry. I left the cap at a different place when I was watching the Denver game. I will not do it again. This will stay on for every game until we win the ship. I felt real awful.
Did you?
I
Are they going to give you a ring?
at Lawrence?
Wait,
If
hold
they-
on.
If they don't,
What
I'm
level
coming
of
up there.
where does the employee level stop of who gets certain incentives
I'm
if
sure
they win
the-
a championship?
I'm sure the 1099 cameramen don't get a ring.
Oh, I wouldn't. Okay, I wasn't thinking a ring, but
I'm W-2, sir.
yeah,
Oh,
come
you're
on.
W2.
Yeah,
so
show some respect.
So you get a ring? I forgot you got drafted.
That's right. I would think at minimum maybe a pizza party or something something of the sort. Maybe not a ring necessarily.
pizza party.
Maybe a little miniature.
There's a slice of pizza from the
Larry
gas
O'Brien.
station. Get out of here.
Here's some
Are
pizza.
we going to get
pizza
our free
Patron.
coffees? Come on. So do you get a ring, LG? Everybody wants to know.
No.
There's been
Not even a replica?
rumors that the free coffee might be returning this year.
Better those cheap. I don't know if the B word is
Was
father,
Am I just
you better, you fatherless child.
when I moved here in 2011? Am I crazy to remember it wasn't just playoff games? It was any time after a Spurs win, was it not? Or was it just playoff games then? Because I feel like I remember for the bulk of the NBA season in 2011.
Well, I don't drink the coffee. So
Oh, you need to drink the coffee
I don't drink coffee. I don't drink caffeine.
at all. You don't do energy drinks or anything?
Man, look at all this energy I got now.
Okay,
You think
fair.
I
Yeah,
need
you
more
got-
energy?
you got a
want
lot
me
of-
yelling in the mic more? Like, hey, we're here doing a sports show. Hey,
Well, I don't
if
want
I
you
eat too much sugar, you will
smoking
know.
meth, but
Dude, yeah, it's bad, dude. I
Yeah.
literally have to call up the wife and be like, what is the lowest caffeinated drink I can? Because I'm a little tired, but if I drink a Monster or something like that, I'm bouncing off the walls, dude, thinking I'm about to have a heart attack.
yeah, you've got enough energy. You got enough energy to burn. Maybe I'm crazy. Someone remind me in the chat because I feel
LG, do you
feel
know
like
that one or
it
no?
was.
Did you ever drink the coffee after the wins?
I feel like it was every win, regardless regular season or playoffs. But
You might be right because there used to be a grow store right next to like where you turn, you hit that Valero right as you turn there. But like if you did the U-turn, there's a grow store on the right. And I remember going to the Valero a bunch of times, you know, and there'd just be lines, and I'm like, "What is
What is
going on?" I was
everybody-
like, "What is?" And it's like, "Oh, Spurs won. It's free coffee," and I'm like, "Oh, all right."
see, I don't remember it being just playoffs, but it might. I mean, hell, that was 15 years ago now. I might be misremembering, but it does seem there's some rumors swirling that might be returning for this playoff run. No,
Playoffs?
that's right.
Playoffs.
You want to start with the game Saturday afternoon in Denver,
Yeah,
the
that's
overtime loss.
the best game this year in the NBA, I believe.
Hard to argue. Yeah, I mean, hard to
Maybe
argue.
the Emerities game with New York, that was pretty good, you know, but
Yeah, I don't know. I think the level of the Emirates, the championship game, the Knicks felt like it didn't feel like there was a lot of back and forth. Like
Wes,
it was
I'm a savory person, not a sugar person, so you can get fat by eating non-sugar.
oh, you can get fat off anything. I think that game Saturday.
Danny West, man, come on, man. Anytime you sharp, this man loves a sharp stick.
Well, I mean, there's
I told you I was gonna learn PBR for you, bro. Come on, man.
this is what, and this should be a learning moment for you.
You get nothing now.
Yeah, well, and you shouldn't be so worried about
Yeah, no.
them producing the content of the show.
Oh. Anyway,
What the hell was I talking about
See?
though? See, this is why
you wanted to dig at me too, so it's
I
just,
know
you
this is
yeah.
why, but this is why it's a problem.
So we're talking about it being.
Oh
the
yeah, the
best.
most entertaining. Yeah, I
Entertaining.
think if you exclude the Emirates Cup games because they're not regular season, this was clearly the best regular season game. Spurs or anybody else, regardless, and the added angle that we're probably going to see those two teams match up in the second round of the playoffs.
So I'm gonna get my gripe out the way in the very beginning. And I'm not saying this was the result or this is why we lost or why they won. The early fouls. This was not an A game from the refs. The early foul on Wemby, the early foul on Stephon Castle, we had to switch it up. The early second foul on both of these players, the early foul on Joker. Like, they dictated how that game was going to go in a different route in the very beginning. And I hated that because it changed the whole structure of the game. They had a game plan. They had to sit there and do it again, be like, Castle, nope, you can't guard Jamal Murray anymore. Wemby, get off Joker. you're in foul trouble. Why do that in the beginning of the game? I'm talking the first defensive play. They call the foul on Wemby. Like, swallow the whistle, man. Let one play go.
It's certainly
Unless it's egregious, and it was not egregious calls.
no.
It was ticky-tack.
No, it certainly changes the way the rest of the game is coached, the decisions that are made, the rest of the way. I'm not too.
I'm
like-
not saying it got better towards the end, but
I was about to say the
that's-
Spurs
I'm-
still
I'm-
threw it away at the end,
You know who
regardless of the
threw it
ref.
away was Fox not hitting a 3-foot jump shot.
Let's talk about that.
And missing the alley-oop to Vassell. Like, this man has got to sage himself. He's got to go into a steam room and just light some sage and just like absorb the demons out of his body, because he is killing me right now, man. 3-foot shot.
I don't think you're alone, but I also think there's a bit, or at least in the moment that I was seeing, there was a bit of a overreaction taking place towards De'Aaron Fox as the amount of people that were ready to leave him exposed to the pending expansion draft.
Like, please take him.
Yeah,
Get us off our
exactly.
salary cap.
Like that might be a little extreme.
The air balls on threes, I get it, but hit the rim, bro. Give us a chance to get an offensive rebound. Wemby's down there. You know, I know the clock's running out and you got to jack one up.
Yeah,
Boogie Nights.
What
Hey,
are
we're
you-
coming to you by
Yeah, I
Boogie
was about
Nights
to
and Mark
say,
Dig-
we're still
Dirk Diggler.
we're still in Boogie Nights mode.
No, you got just chunk one up, man. But like, come on, hit the rim, hit the backboard, hit something.
I mean, I'd rather what happened Saturday afternoon happen in game 78 than in game 5 of a playoff series.
He needs to get his head right, man. Like,
He was, bounced back obviously last night with Wemby not playing the second half. Now he didn't have a triple double like Steph Castle did last night, but I would say bounced back. Yeah, you sound like you are a part of the chorus.
bro, I literally threw my remote at I have some pillows down low, and I threw a slider. I threw an underhand, just whack. Just like, I'm like, get out of here. I was like, are you joking me? My dogs are sitting there looking at me, just like, what do we do? And I'm like, not y'all. I was pacing back and forth in my house, just like a 3-footer, man.
I thought Fox had more last night. He only had 13 last night.
He's not doing he's not a facilitator. He's not a scorer right now. Dare I say we put him on the bench?
No, dare I say that's insane. There's no, what are you ready to anoint Dylan Harper as the starting point guard over De'Aaron Fox after?
You give Fox that ball at 3 feet, or you give Harper that ball at 3 feet? Who makes that shot?
Well, Harper's the better rim finisher for sure. There's no question.
Boogie Nights, and we still get there.
It's a running theme. Now, I think that is a part of the
He's got a bigger wingspan. He's a better defender.
Overreaction to a bad decision late in that game by De'Aaron Fox.
Do you think that's a bad decision for the alley-oop?
Yes. Yeah.
But that's what we do.
Time and place. I don't like it as much in that moment at the end because
I'll have to read. I don't think he had a clear opening for a layup.
I'd still rather see you force the issue at the rim than
Kind of
try to
slow
throw
it down a little bit more.
Yeah, or anything to manipulate.
And that was just to tie the game,
defense.
but that would have given us the last possession on the ball, which we had, and we need to figure out they need to draw up like that play they drew up at the end where both Champagnie and Wemby went to Joker and Gordon had the easy dunk.
Yeah.
Great play.
Great play.
That's a champion caliber play.
It's also a champion caliber player
Yeah.
making that pass too.
Exactly.
And reading that play and reacting to the double that way.
You don't think Wemby can make that pass? Wemby make that pass.
I would think the guy that
Wemby make that
averages
pass.
13 assists probably makes
I
that
get you a
pass.
toe.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I get
like,
you a toe by 3 o'clock.
I know we can
Freaking amateurs.
we can never stop to we can never give Wemby too much praise, but I do think Jokic is clearly the better passer.
He's
Just
a better passer, but
yeah,
like
but
Wemby's
that
elite.
pass specifically, sure,
Yeah,
they could
he
both.
just right over the top.
Yeah, they could
You know?
both make that. Let me ask you this. Now that the Nuggets have become a bit of a boogeyman here lately, what is the level of concern about a potential second round matchup with Denver?
Oh, it's gonna. That could be the.
Because so here, I'll
they
lay it out
tied?
there.
Okay, let me
I'll lay it out because I jinxed this. If you go back and listen to the show we did at the end of the week last week, we were talking about the upcoming schedule for both the Thunder and Spurs because we were trying to plot a path for the Spurs to at least tie the Thunder because that's all they need. They own the tiebreaker. Well, we did that show, and later that night was the night that Luka tore his hamstring
Yeah,
in Oklahoma City.
and Reeves goes down.
And then the Reeves injury. So if you go back and listen to last week's episode, I specifically say
We're gonna raffle off a ticket. Whoever wants to kick Puma in the nuts.
I specifically say, look, I'm pretty confident we can count on the Lakers getting one of these games. Because the Thunder had the Lakers 2 more times before the end of the season. So I was saying, like, look, it starts with the Lakers splitting these 2 games. So there's one of the losses you need. Well, now that's not happening. Lakers are going to fall back down the standings. So the Nuggets will be, it feels pretty safe to say the Nuggets will be the 3 seed.
So the
Which
only,
means-
the only thing that has me elated to where we might not see the Nuggets is they have to play the Timberwolves.
That's how it's looking. Right.
And the Timberwolves have the Nuggets number.
They have the size to match up with them.
And to go out, just dominate a game, put up 50 if he wants.
The best part of that scenario, so right now, as we sit here, the Nuggets are the 3 seed. The Lakers are half a game behind them, but they're down Luka and Reeves
I don't see
probably for the whole first round of the playoffs even. The Rockets are the 5 seed, but they're a game and a half behind the Nuggets. So it looks like Lakers and Rockets will probably flip. Rockets will become the 4 seed. Lakers will be the 5 seed. But as you said, the T-Wolves are 2.5 games behind the Rockets, but 3.5 games ahead of the Suns. That's your 5 and 7 seed.
Yeah.
So that doesn't look like the T-Wolves are moving.
3.5, 18, 19.
It doesn't look like they're going to move at all. So the idea of the Nuggets and T-Wolves,
The Nuggets.
the Nuggets, Nantucket, Denver and Minnesota playing each other in the first round, they're going to beat the hell out of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's going to be an ultra physical series, a good matchup that goes at least 6 games, probably 7, hopefully.
And I just remember how worn out Joker was after playing Minnesota last year and the year before. Yeah.
It's a bad match. It's equally a good matchup and a bad matchup. A good matchup for Minnesota as the underdog, a bad matchup for the Nuggets because Minnesota has enough big bodies to throw at Jokic. Even if they can't stop him, they can at least tire him out and beat him, get physical, beat him up a little bit. All of that benefiting the Spurs if they end up meeting in the second round of the playoffs.
And hopefully in the first round, Steph Curry's that man is back. Might take out the Suns for us.
I was going to ask you this. So looking at, because this is what I wanted to mainly focus on, because we don't have any update about the Wemby injury. It's a left rib contusion.
Doubtful.
He's not. I wouldn't expect to see him because 3 games left. Tomorrow versus the Blazers, Friday versus the Mavs, Sunday versus the Nuggets. The game on Sunday against the Nuggets, neither one of these teams is going to have anything to play for. Like, I don't think the Spurs are going to catch the Thunder now.
No.
And the Nuggets are going to be firmly locked into the 3 seed. So if you have tickets to the final game number 82, I wouldn't expect to see Wemby, probably limited Jokic, limited Murray.
You think Wemby gives up the Defensive Player of the Year in the first team NBA?
He's only got to play 20 more minutes in 1 game.
I thought it was 2 out of the 3.
No, he's only got to do 1.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, he's only got to do 1.
Okay. I might agree to disagree.
I am
But
almost positive.
we'll check that up for the next one.
The thing is, the Blazers are locked into a play-in spot.
Yeah.
The Nuggets are going to be locked into the 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
The Dallas game with the Mavs have absolutely nothing to play for. I think that's the game you see Wemby. If you see him again in the regular season, it's the Dallas game. He goes out there, he gets his 20 minutes minimum, and then he's out.
You heard a little bit of my conspiracy theory on the Wemby.
Yeah, give it to me.
Calm down there, Dirk. His ankle. He's had a lingering ankle injury. There's been on reports. It's reason why he got held out that other game recently, not the one against Denver, or it might have even been that one. Even during that game with Denver, you saw him leaning on someone and taking weight off his ankle going into overtime, and even going to the last play. And you see him not closing out last night, where they said it was the rib contusion. I don't really see too much of a rib, but I saw him not be able to launch off his ankle. So I think they're blaming the injury on the contusion because they don't want to let these teams know that he's having an ankle problem.
Okay. I like any tinfoil hat sports conspiracy.
What would you like if you're trying to draw up a game plan to stop the most dominant player in the league in both ends of the floor, and you know he has a problem with his ankle or his rib, which one is the one you want more? The ankle.
Sure.
Because you're going to have him do a lot of lateral movement. You're going to have him coming off screens a lot more. You're going to have a lot of cutting. You're just going to make him work more and more and more to try to wear that ankle down so he doesn't have that launch. He can't block the shots, and just pound him in the paint. So I think this is all the rib contusion is a fantasy.
It's a red herring.
It's a fantasy.
So it's one more game. He's just got to play 20 minutes in one more game. And
I'm glad to be wrong then.
That's why I think it's going to be against the Mavs. It's going to give him one more game to rest against the Blazers, a team you might end up playing in the play-in. It's not like they would give anything away by playing him again. Like, everyone knows what everyone does at this point in the year. It's not that. It's just that it would give the Blazers a chance to rough him up a little bit, to try to, pick on whatever the injury is you want to believe in. And I think the Nuggets would end up trying to do, because it's like in football, when a quarterback has a bad thumb, what are you trying to do?
You're blitzing him.
Exactly. Like when he's got a bad knee or a bad ankle,
Yeah.
Which side are you grabbing or trying to?
I'm gonna blitz the right side. So he has to
Exactly.
move off his left.
There's
you know?
nothing, there's nothing unethical about that. Which is why
it's strategy.
it's strategy. Which is why I'm not saying you're crazy about the hiding, potentially misdirection on
Hey,
the
LG,
injury.
Start talking to some people on the medical staff and give me an update. All right.
So USA Today put out an update a little bit ago, speaking to a person on anonymity, on a condition of anonymity, and it's sounding like he's going to play in one of these three games.
Yeah.
He's going to hit the
He's
mark.
gonna get his supermax.
He's
contract.
gonna get,
or you don't get your supermax contract. Save us a little money. Like, how unselfish can you be, Wemby?
yeah, that.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, I was about to say
You
there's
deserve it.
no-
If anybody deserves it, it's Wemby.
Well, and it's. I think he's going to finish second in MVP voting, but the one that would really sting is not getting Defensive Player of the Year
Oh yeah.
because he is an absolute lock.
Do you think he's first team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
who's,
listening.
Who's first team right now?
It's interesting. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
Because the MVP.
We're going to get back to the playoff matchups, but so for most of our lifetime, the all NBA teams were positionally based,
Yeah.
which is why
Center,
a lot
power
of
forward,
exactly
shooting guard.
center power exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of the there were a lot of Timberwolves fans back in the early 2000s that were upset that Duncan was always listed as a power forward and not a center.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he played power forward, but he played a lot of minutes at center when they would
he
go.
He guarded Shaq. He guarded
Exactly.
yeah,
So there was always, which honestly, that was a big driving force on why the league switched to nope. Now there's no position limits. We're just taking the players who had the 5 best seasons will be your first team All NBA. So there's no positions involved anymore. And I say all of that because Jokic and Wemby both have to be first team All NBA. Like you cannot have a world where
those
two of the top 4 MVP vote getters would not both be All NBA first team. So, with that being, with both of them,
So
and then SGA, and then Luka, but Luka is dependent on, he's going to come up 1 game short of the required 65 games.
Let's see if NBA Laker bias comes in.
So they've already appealed, and I don't think it's going to be determined by bias because I think they have a good appeal.
Yeah.
You remember in the middle of the year, he went back to Slovenia for the birth of his child.
Okay.
So he missed 2 games because of that. And especially now that we know he was fighting her about custody and everything else going on.
I was wondering why. I was like, why is your baby mama not in the U.S.?
Oh, no. She took the kids and ran, or took the kid and ran, and then had the other kid. But she filed child support in California. Yeah, no, it's a cold world, Luka.
Business.
It's also
where was it conceived?
it's also his it's like his childhood girlfriend too. I mean, it's like the girl he shared
my God,
Valentine cards with in 2nd grade.
It wasn't a jock sniffer?
No,
buddy.
it was, which also makes me wonder, Luka, what did you get busted doing as soon as you got to California?
Kobe!
Yeah. In more ways than one, it sounds like. But I think Luka wins that appeal.
Yeah.
Because he missed 2 games because of the birth of a maternity
leave,
or paternity, I guess. So I think he gets
maternity so is paternity for a man and maternity?
Yeah, like a patriarch and a monarch. It's old.
Going back into history.
Yeah, that's. I've been playing a lot of Civ. I've been playing a lot of Civ 6 with the roommate in Chicago.
Civilization, is that just like Sim World or what?
Buddy, last night as Christina, the Queen of Sweden, I dropped a bomb on Gandhi's ass. And I'm not talking a normal, I'm talking the big boy. I went nuclear.
I'm erasing this civilization.
I also had a bunch of Jewish missionaries running around my civilization, running around my empire. I had to get rid of them quick too. We're a Shinto-based society. Pure.
This is, dude.
There's only enough room for one religion in Sweden. I had
You're gonna get canceled.
I had knowledge of. No, we're talking about a video game. I take your own prejudice somewhere else. I don't care about any of that. I'm telling you what I did on a video game.
Getting rid of these Jewish panhandlers.
But look, yeah, you know, we've got.
Panhandle their religion on me.
It's not
in Sweden, baby.
It's not dependent. Us Swedes. It doesn't matter what creed, religion. It doesn't matter. We have simple rules, and we all follow the rules because we're a very homogenized Scandinavian country. That's why we can be Democrat socialist and actually pay for everything because everyone agrees on everything. The fifth spot is the interesting one.
Okay.
Because if Luka wins the appeal, Wemby, Jokic, SGA are your top. That's where you start to have, is it Jalen? Is it, it can't be Cade Cunningham.
No.
It can't be Anthony Edwards because both of them didn't reach the criteria.
It's going to be Jalen.
I think the answer is Jalen. And I think that's there's not a whole lot of argument that that's your first team all NBA.
Yeah.
The top 3 MVP vote getters, plus really the top 4 MVP vote getters if you count Luka, and then Jalen, who carried the Celtics most of the year without Tatum. I think that's a pretty easy. That's a pretty easy
no
voting
Jalen Brunson,
ballot.
who's the actual true point guard. I guess Luka is a true point guard.
Yeah, Luka's absolutely a point guard. I mean, he's just 6'7", 6'8".
Magic's height.
Yeah, a couple inches shorter. The better question, or the more exciting question, is, now that what I hit you with this stat last week, 9 of the 22 players that were either all NBA or all defensive teams last year, there were 22 total players because there were some duplicates. 9 of those 22 are ineligible this year due to missing out. So the better question is, does a player that had a 17 point, 13 assists, 10 rebound triple-double last night sneak into a potential All-NBA third team if they're, because it wouldn't be it wouldn't be because of injury.
Or do you think he could slip into an all-defensive player?
Or that as well. Maybe a second team I think that's the more interesting thing to me is how do the voters view Steph Castle?
And do you think Steph Castle would go for the Supermax?
Well, that wouldn't be enough to push it at that point. I don't think.
If the leap he made from last year that I said he was going to do from this year, and he continues that leap to next year and starts averaging 19, 20 points, almost 9 assists, 8 rebounds, cuts his turnovers out. He's an all-star for sure. Then all of a sudden gets better and starts averaging, as we're pushing out De'Aaron Fox, which I think should be happening sooner than later if he keeps missing 3-foot shots. I could see him legitimately having a case for a max contract. And if he's getting all NBA,
he's going to be a max contract player.
Now,
it's just a matter.
Does all defense team qualify you for that?
I think you have to have. I think you either have to have 2 defensive player of the years or 3 all NBA team appearances. I believe are the. I know here. Let's super max
Stipulation
extension. Yeah. So there's. It's very. I always get it confused. So selected. If you are selected to an all NBA team, any of the teams, in 2 of the previous 3 seasons. So you would have to do it twice.
Okay.
So if you did it this year, and then you would assume he would do it again if
Yeah.
he's already getting it
Making
this
the jump.
year. If you win 2 Defensive Player of the Years, 2 of the previous 3 seasons, or you win MVP once. So it's either 2 All-NBA teams, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, or 1 MVP.
And all NBA.
So it's
is
not all
three-
defensive teams.
It's all like 3.
Yeah, there's three All NBA
So
teams. So you-
15 players.
Right.
So those 15 players. So you got to win that twice.
right.
Okay. And has Wemby won one of those one already? Yeah, because he never qualified. Because he's never.
No,
Maybe his rookie year. Did he play enough games?
I think this year with the Defensive Player of the Year locked down.
Oh, so he's gonna have defensive player and an All NBA, so that counts as 2.
Right,
Okay.
exactly.
Ah,
And I think that combined now would make him immediately eligible.
okay. So you have to have 2 of any of those things, or 1 MVP.
Yeah, and rookie of the year related. He was first team all defensive team, but that doesn't apply. Yeah, no, he was never. He doesn't have any
Yeah.
all
because-
NBA yet, but
yeah.
this year will obviously change that, assuming he stands in the corner for 20 minutes against the Mavs as they let Cooper Flagg shoot 40 times to try to win the Rookie of the Year award. Did you see any of that this weekend?
Yeah, just giving him the ball.
He had 31 attempts against the Magic and then 27 against the Lakers.
Yeah.
Went 51 points and then 45 points, I think it was. Con's
when
not
he
winning.
when he only won 25 games all season, like
Yeah.
you might as well just try to get your man Rookie of the Year.
At this point, it's going to be the highlight of my little brother's NBA memories from this year. Now, quickly before we do some lightning round, looking at, you kind of teased it about Steph Curry being back for the Warriors. So right now, as we sit here, the Suns and the Clippers will play each other in the 7 and 8 game. And that, for the most part, there's not going to be a lot of movement. The Suns will be the 7 seed, or going into the play-in tournament. The Suns will be the 7 seed.
Mm-hmm.
The Clippers have a half-game lead over the Trailblazers,
Yeah,
but Trailblazers have to play the Spurs tomorrow night. Even if Wemby doesn't play, we know how good this team is, whether Wemby's in the lineup or not. I think the Trailblazers, I don't think they passed the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
And the Warriors are too far behind to catch up, but they're not too far behind to fall out of that 10 seed. So if we work off the assumption that this is how the regular season standings end, you would have the Suns playing the Clippers for the 7-8 game, and then Blazers playing the Warriors. Winner of that would play the loser of Suns Clips. So if we play it out, the winner of Suns Clippers is who the Spurs will play in the first round. Like, it can't get to, the Warriors can't get to play the Spurs. You get what I'm saying?
they can't.
Does that make sense?
All right, so they can't. I thought it was just the Phoenix and Golden State play. Oh yeah, and then there's another series.
Right. It's not 7 plays
See, I
10.
thought it was a best of 3 games.
No, it's one. It kind of is, but only
With
for the
4
team
teams,
that
yeah.
loses
Yeah.
the first 7-8 matchup. So the winner of Suns Clippers will be who the Spurs play.
Yeah.
Despite the Suns having the better record,
Yeah.
I want to play the Suns. I don't want any part of a
You'd rather play Booker than Kawhi.
yeah, 1,000 times out of 1,000. Booker is a
Booker has something against us. He has
what?
I don't know.
What do you think Kawhi has?
I
what-
know what he has.
Yeah, like
He has a championship and an MVP with us. That's what he has.
Devin Booker has
And
a
we gave him to a good Toronto team in the East.
Kardashian stench that he'll never get off. I don't. The Suns are the less dangerous team to me than the Clippers, just because, like we saw in the All-Star game, when Kawhi wants to take over and be the best basketball player on earth,
Yeah.
he can do that. Devin Booker can't do that.
But we saw what we can do. I mean, I think
Neither one of these.
I think they're both the same team. It's just like, which All-Star do you want to go against?
That's what I was about to say. Neither one of them should scare you top to bottom, but one of them scares me a lot more at the top of their roster, and that's the Clippers.
Peak Kawhi tops out peak Booker.
Yeah.
Just because I don't see Booker playing defense like Kawhi.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not nearly, not anywhere close. So
Well,
if we work off that assumption, they won't see the Blazers or the Warriors, because what'll happen, let's say the Suns beat the Clippers. So then the Clippers would play the winner of Blazers Warriors, and the winner of that game would be your 8 seed. So that would be who the Thunder play. So the Spurs right now,
who would you rather have the Thunder play?
I would rather, kind of the same way with the logic behind the Clippers.
You'd rather have them play Clippers?
I would rather, ideally, I would want to see the Clippers be the 8 seed.
Yeah.
Because I think Kawhi could do the same thing to them that he could do to us,
Lock
where
down
it's just
SGA.
the team that I don't want to see the Thunder go up against the Blazers, because I think they would destroy them in 4 games. The Warriors are not a good basketball team, but they at least have Steph Curry back. Clippers aren't a good basketball team. They're fine. They're average.
But no Butler. Porzingis coming off injury, and another person I forget is coming off injury.
I would just trust the better overall talent, individual talent on the Clippers or the Warriors with Kawhi and Curry to potentially give the Thunder a better series than I think the Blazers would just get blown out of the gym.
Yeah.
Because I mean they don't have the one guy that can just take over a game like those other two. But then round 2, okay, I'll ask you this. Who would you rather play if it does stay this way? Would you rather play the Nuggets or T-Wolves round 2?
Oh, T-Wolves all day. And we can surround. Joker, he's a little taller, but Ant has that, that ridiculous shot Joker had to make
Oh, that was nuts.
over Wemby.
It was the best shot I've seen all season
And it hits just the front of the rim to skim in. I'm just like, the difficulty was a 97 on that one. Like, I would give 3% chance of that shot going in. But Ant has that ability as well, But he's coming off injury, so
yeah.
give me T-Wolves.
Nothing's going to be easy at that point anyway. So, I mean, you got to beat them all to get to where you want to go.
But it's a close game between Oklahoma and LA right now. And with that, let's go to the lightning round, eh?
Hit me. Did we have any super chats come through? It
No
didn't
super
sound
chats,
like it.
but appreciate everybody in the chat.
Yes. I'm sorry for yelling at you about the chat.
You shut your mouth.
Okay, well then I retract my apology. The Masters start Thursday. Who you got?
Sheffy.
It's hard
If he doesn't bomb one round, but the guy who has the momentum that I believe is one Thomas Fleetwood coming off his PGA Tour victory. I think he has the long ball game. He has the putter game. But Matsuyama's looking good. You got some young some youngins.
I have a confession.
You don't know any of these people?
No. I'm not.
All right.
Brother, I'm golf guy now.
You're a golf guy? Oh,
Full
yeah.
golf guy.
You've been working with Andy a little bit.
I have.
All right.
Andy's rubbing back off on me, so to speak. Confession. I've watched every single round of Live Golf so far this season.
Oh, you are disgusting.
It's
dude.
on at 3:00 in the morning. It's the greatest thing falling asleep to golf is one of the greatest things you can do.
No one wants to see their knees, man. Put some damn pants on.
And get rid of the DJ as well. I don't need Tiesto as I'm trying to watch Bryson tee off at 11. As much as I love, let's get down to business. I've watched every round of Live Golf. Bryson is playing amazing golf right now. I think Bryson really has a shot. Kind of like you said about Scheffler.
Yeah.
If Bryson can just limit the meltdowns and play the course, taking what is there and not trying to force too much.
It's always the putter and short game with Bryson. If he can lock that in, he's unstoppable.
It's when he starts. I almost said the cadence.
It's when he starts to do the business.
Jeez, it's when he tries to force too much. When he tries to make the course bend to his will instead of playing to the course. That's where he gets some full meltdown. I just don't trust
these 3-day golf tournaments and Live, man.
I don't. Again, I completely hear that. I get that. All I'm doing is confessing. I've watched every round that Bryson's played, and he looks really, really good. Not just good for Live Tour. He looks good.
But we'll be good on Thursday. We'll have the first round underway, and we can talk a lot more Masters because I love me some Masters, and unfortunately, Tiger Woods will not be there. He'll be there in our hearts, in our beers. Pour one out for Tiger. Hit me, LG. Now, did you hear about one Contreras from the Boston today or yesterday?
Contreras for the Red Sox?
Contreras for the Wilson Contreras.
Oh, okay, yeah. Educate me.
So, in his career, he has played for the Cubs, the Cardinals, and now he plays for the Red Sox over a 10-year span.
Mm-hmm.
He has been pegged by the ball, still doing our Boogie Nights in reference.
Unnecessary explanation, unnecessary clarification.
He has been pegged by the Milwaukee Brewers 24 times over his career. And he has been pegged 6 times by one Brandon Woodruff.
Well, I mean, he's played for 2 teams that were in the Brewers division. Cubs and Cardinals.
24 times. He has had enough. He has sent a message. You hit me again, I'm taking one of your players out. He didn't say the pitcher. He said one of your players. I don't care which one, which I really hope we get the classic drop kick the catcher, run after the thing.
Oh, what was that guy's name? That was he was a former
he's a
MLB
legend.
Player.
He's just the legend.
He was playing in the Dominican League or the Mexican Winter League.
Just drop
crazy.
Kicks, just gets it doesn't even hit him, just gets thrown behind. The ball gets thrown behind him and just drop kicks the catcher while he's still in the stands.
Ah, yes, that was Izzy Alcantara.
So Contreras has let it be known. Hit me again, Milwaukee. I'm taking one of you out. That's the message. Oh, I love me some early baseball.
He plays catcher, right? Wilson Contreras? Yeah, he's a catcher. Yeah.
So that's where he's like, I'm a catcher. I know what you're doing. And they're all like, oh, we didn't really mean to do that. We haven't been aiming for you or anything like that.
Yeah, at some point there
24 pegs.
Yeah, at some point there is more than enough data to say this is not coincidence or random. It doesn't feel.
Yeah, I saw that one, man, and I was like, oh, I cannot wait for Milwaukee and Boston to go at it again.
Well, now that interleague play isn't special, you can pretty much be guaranteed you'll get that. Hit me, LG.
Old man over here.
I'm telling you, I'm complaining about kids in the neighborhood and the fact that interleague baseball is no longer special.
There's a DH in the National League now.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Did you see Fernando Mendoza is not going to attend the NFL draft?
Oh, no, he's staying in Miami, baby.
Being around friends and family back home.
Think I want to shake the hand of Roger Goodell, who's going to find me?
You think I want to walk out onto the stage in middle of April in Pittsburgh? I do wonder.
Is it going to be outdoors?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like it has been. You know, it was in Chicago outdoors.
So 16 days from now, I bet it's still pretty chilly.
I would think it's.
I don't see Mendoza like the people who go there. they just want to show off their swag. They want to show off their
1000%.
suits, you know. So I don't think Mendoza has that bone in his body. He's from Indiana, so
Well, he's from Miami.
he's from Indiana.
He went to Indiana because
seen him?
Miami wouldn't give him,
He's Kirk Cousins' little brother.
which is ironic because that's going to be his first mentor in the league. Do you remember off the top of your head who the last first overall draft pick was to not go to the draft, not attend? It wasn't that long ago. It was the first pick 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
If you work backwards, you might get it.
Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence.
All
There you
right.
go. Yeah.
All right.
Trevor Lawrence did the same thing. Stayed with his family and didn't attend
White people.
That's again.
Mendoza.
Mendoza is not white at all. He's Cuban American.
He's Cuban, B. That's right. Human being.
Yeah, I think you might have it. Look, I don't defend my fellow whites as often as most of them would like.
They got no swag,
But-
except maybe Max Crosby, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of funny that it's like Mendoza does kind of remind me of Trevor Lawrence in terms of just being a robot, not really having any
Old sunshine
personality, or at least not showing
Yeah.
any personality besides the robotic, generic.
Yeah,
Very
First, I like
scripted.
to praise God.
Well, first and foremost, as it should on this Easter Tuesday.
But yeah, all right, hit me, LG. Looks like your Dallas Arlington fan base is getting into a little hot water.
Oh, what possibly could you mean by that?
Well, one was has been nationally recorded and action has taken forth. Some Dallas Stars fans started doing their own hand gestures to, I guess, what's their chant that they do?
Well, it's it's puck off.
It's puck off.
It's that's the name of the Pantera song.
Well, they had more of a hail off.
Well, or they had a Roman. They were simply saluting Roman style, the hockey team that they admire and love.
I think the Germans kind of ruined the Roman salute. So they have been
Depends who you
permanently
ask.
banned where it looked like his dad and his kids were like just being proud free Americans to do whatever they want.
So did you see? Unless it's been updated, they only banned the ticket purchaser, which I think was the dad.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the kids are banned.
Those kids, it's not their fault
It's-
that they're dead.
It's just the ticket purchaser.
They were very proud of what they were doing.
I'm not
They
sure.
were some proud boys.
Proud Boys founded about an hour south of that stadium or that arena they were sitting in that night. That's the work of Granbury, Texas.
By a half Hispanic guy.
Yeah, you're gonna get some confused individuals.
But then as I'm watching your Texas Rangers over here, they do a nice little graphic for the pitchers. They like to put the strikeout Ks underneath the name. So when I looked at it earlier
Oh,
on Uvalde's third strikeout,
no. Yeah.
Uvalde K
Well, he's from
K.
a sundown town.
K
I think
non-swinging Ks.
I think Alvin
Those
has,
are just looking Ks, which
Yeah.
is the proper way you write the K, not the backwards way.
That's right.
That's problematic, sir. That's problematic.
How
You gotta kind of think about this.
But as a kid, when you're sitting in the stadium and you see,
As a kid, without the
three
internet, without
strikeouts.
Call of Duty, without all this nonsense going on,
look, we can't change everything because people can't handle it.
it's a
I mean,
graphic. You can change a graphic.
but then how will I know how many strikeouts he has?
3 Ks. You just put the letter, the number 3.
Nah, see, this is
4 4
This is where
No, I want to see all the K.
This is where I will defend Michael Jordan's use of the Charlie Chaplin mustache in Hanes commercials.
Once again, ruined by someone.
I'm not letting
If I can't say pizza anymore
three
because of one Jewish American.
I'm not letting 3 jagoffs at the Stars game make me stop to mark 3 strikeouts in baseball by using a certain letter of the alphabet.
Just saying.
I don't know. It's an interesting time up in North Texas right now with the local fan. Did you follow any of the Rangers drama going into the year?
No.
So you remember back at the height of George Floyd protest?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of statues were coming under scrutiny, and
Confederate statues, yes.
it wasn't just
slave owners. Yeah.
it wasn't just that. There was a statue of a specific former Texas Ranger that was right in front of outside of Love Field, the second airport up there in Dallas, and this certain Texas Ranger was the Ranger that was sent to make sure the schools didn't integrate. It was a Texas Ranger that was
an actual Texas Ranger, not the
correct.
player.
Back
Okay.
during the segregation of schools.
I'm like, what did this baseball
But
player do?
it wasn't a real Texas Ranger baseball player, but it was after the era of the Texas Rangers being used as death squads against Native Americans in the Valley.
Yeah.
This was the era of the Texas
Yay,
Rangers
history.
that was used to prevent the public schools of Texas from integrating racially. So this specific Ranger had a statue in front of the airport. They during the height of the George Floyd protest, they got rid of the statue at Love Field. The Rangers bought it earlier this year, and they put it right in the outfield concourse. So the only team in baseball besides your Yankees that don't do. Hey, you ever thought about that? Neither of our teams do a Pride Night. It's the only 2 teams.
One doesn't have a
Minor detail. Oh, hit me, LG. I'll go.
Yeah.
How many more you got before we get out of here?
That could be it. I got more. It's up to you.
The only other thing I had before sports on this day, I'm sure y'all
Let's go ahead and
seen.
do that because we're going 2 hours.
Okay, y'all see the all the footage of the Waymos going through Whataburger drive-through the wrong way, and yeah, I knew you would love that.
I love this.
I knew you would
You better
like
roll
that.
this with pride, LG.
Oh no, I'm not. We're not playing it.
Oh, what?
No, I just wanted to know
But
if
it
you.
has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I
Why
mean-
you even mention me?
Yeah, he's not Waymo.
AI drivers, you know what? I was
Waymo's
talking
nothing compared to a Tesla.
Yeah, I tend to agree with it. The Waymos seem well. Okay, look.
About.
Here's
It's
the thing.
Filipino drivers controlling them.
Might have a point.
What you think about that?
The
LG?
problem,
They're not sold to the public, so not in the same category.
the problem with Waymos in this city, I have the perfect example. There is a bar on Hackberry in my neighborhood that randomly the bar never has consistent hours. It's only open when the owner wants to go there and open it.
Yeah.
No consistency. No specific days of operation. It's just open when it's open. You stop by. People park in front of it, but normally that's a 2-lane street.
Yeah.
4 lanes, 2 lanes going both ways. But when the bar is open, that whole lane becomes parking. I saw a Waymo sit in that line of cars for like 7 minutes because I told Steph, I was like,
Yeah, keep confusing those
like,
little robot
exactly.
cars, dude.
This city, more so than any city I've ever been in.
We make our own parking spots.
That's exactly right. We make our own traffic rules. There's no consistency, so it doesn't surprise me that a driverless AI controlled machine would not be able to
With this much
navigate.
construction, like every time I see the Waymo, I'm like, man, this is not a good idea.
I'll let you pick. You want to do birthdays, deaths, or sports on this day first?
Sports on this day.
1928. I wish we had more of these kind of stories. 44-year-old New York Rangers general manager Lester Patrick came out of the press box to replace his injured goaltender in a Stanley Cup game. They ended up winning 2-1 in overtime, and the Rangers would go on to win the series overall.
The announcer came and played goalie.
General manager came down. Yeah, but it's 1928. 44-year-old. Like, imagine the Rangers.
How many saves does he have?
That's what we should someone do the research for us and send it to me.
That's amazing.
So, the Rangers GM is Chris Young.
Yeah.
It'd be like if he came in, like Rangers need a save. We've got no bullpen arms.
Where was John Lynch when Trey Greenlaw tore his Achilles?
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, John, strap it up.
We need more of these stories. 1943, the NFL made helmets mandatory. 1943. And I say that's when it went woke. It wasn't Kaepernick. It was the NFL commissioner in 1943. 1958, Dodgers erect a giant 42-foot screen in left field of LA Coliseum. You ask why that is important. Up until that point, the left field wall
had no erection.
Well, it was flaccid, but it was also only 250 feet down the line. It was a little league ballpark.
A pop fly get you a home run.
Exactly. We had a lot of these.
Bob Gibson get a bunch of home runs on that thing.
Well, that would have been right field.
Oh, okay.
And that would have been about 30 years later. We're going to get a lot of these this week. The 27th U.S. Masters Tournament, a 23-year-old whippersnapper named, this is 1963. Jack Nicklaus wins his first of his record 6 green jackets. Made a
green jacket, yellow jacket.
3-foot
gives them
par putt to finish 1 stroke ahead. 1969. The first save in baseball history was recorded. Bill Singer credited with the first official save for the 1969 Dodgers.
That's baseball going woke. Getting a bullpen. You let the starter finish the game.
Yeah, and if anything, the one relief pitcher you're going to have come in can throw 4 innings if he has to. 1970, after only 1 season in Seattle as the Seattle Pilots, the Milwaukee Brewers make their debut. They lose 12-0 in that first game. Going back,
the message is sent, Brewers.
Reading the history of Seattle baseball and the fact that they got the expansion team for 1 season, and then the guy picked them up and took it. You know who that guy was?
Who?
Bud Selig.
Oh, Bud.
He was
a little favoritism, did you?
Expansion owner of the Pilots, and then moved them to his beloved Milwaukee. 1977, first game in Blue Jays history. 1979, the only time this has ever happened in baseball history. Astros starting pitcher Ken Forsch throws a no-hitter. You ask, why is that significant?
Why?
He became the first pair of brothers to ever throw a no-hitter in MLB history.
And the last pair?
The only.
I was like,
yeah.
What other brothers going to be pitchers?
Necro brothers would be another one I would think of. And
they lead enough to throw no hitters?
I guess the lighter. Well, Phil has a no hitter. I think Phil might have a couple no hitters. Yeah, the Forsch brothers still the only ones with no hitters. Year 2000, the first regular season MLB game at Enron Field with the outfield that went slanted up with the poles out.
That was
great.
I was like, hey, look at that, man.
Let's have some fun.
Parkour.
Yeah, now, of course, known as Daikon Park. 2003, we teased it earlier, one of my favorite Final Fours ever. I was a junior in high school. 2003, a freshman by the name of Carmelo Anthony was named the Tournament, Syracuse. Named the tournament most outstanding player.
So close.
Syracuse beats Kansas to win the championship that year.
Yeah.
The
Carmelo is absolutely dominant.
he was insanely. I mean, just pure offensive, elite offensive player as a freshman in college, which you hadn't seen.
And beat LeBron James for Rookie of the Year the year prior, the year ahead.
They weren't co.
No.
Okay.
Carmelo won it handedly.
See, and if Con wins it this year, we'll go back and be like, oh, can you believe Con Knipple won it over Cooper Flag?
Cooper Flag won over Con Knipple.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're actually talking enough about Cooper Flag. Like,
Yeah, we've talked a lot about him.
I think
Enough.
you and I might have,
And
but
to
I'm
the
saying
deaths. And to the deaths.
in general, we're seeing historic 2008 here in San Antonio. First time all 4 number 1 seeds made it to the Final Four. And then lastly, on this day, the Spurs played the Mavericks in 2019. Dirk's final game as an NBA player, and the Spurs gave him quite the send-off. Deaths, I don't have a lot for you, but I got a couple. Jim Clark, name doesn't mean a whole lot, but listen to this resume. He won the Indianapolis 500. We're talking a 1960s era race car driver. Indianapolis 500 and Formula One world champion, 63 and 65. He had 25 Formula One Grand Prix wins. You want to guess how he died?
Lung cancer.
No, it was a race accident in Germany. He was 32 years old.
A lot of German talk today.
Died 2022. My fellow big cat, Rayfield Wright, former Hall of Fame offensive tackle for your Dallas Cowboys, Super Bowl winner in 71 and 77. Final death.
I believe you get punched in the face for saying stuff like that.
I mean, we are talking about a 3-time first-team All-Pro.
I mean, your Dallas Cowboys.
Well, it's
you don't do that.
It's the metaphorical your Dallas Cowboys.
The royal.
Exactly. Dead in 2010. Would you have guessed the inventor of the trampoline?
Oh,
Take a guess on what year the inventor of the trampoline was born. George Nissen is his
so
name.
he died in 2010.
Died in 2010.
1923.
Okay, not as far off as I would have thought. I would have thought the inventor of the trampoline was like born in the 50s or late 40s, somewhere like.
I feel like he had a long life, and that's like.
He did. He was 96 when he died. He was born in.
That's the laughable part of it. Well, I'm not laughing at his death, but like the guy that who probably killed a lot of kids.
Well, at least paralyzed.
In the very early
Yeah.
trampoline, before the nets and the padding on the springs.
You know, I will give my parents eternal props. They never made us put any padding or anything on the trampoline.
Well, it wasn't available.
Well, it started.
Yeah.
It started to get there because there were a bunch of my Richie friends that lived at the top of Snob Hill that all had padding and nets, and their parents wouldn't let us move the trampoline underneath the basketball goal like mine would.
Or put a trampoline next to a trampoline, and then just
Dude, we used to jump off the roof. We would suplex like my Jeff Hardy, like we were talking about on the stream, the trampoline. And then quickly some birthdays before we get out of here. Born 1859, Walter Camp, the father of American football. 1873, John McGraw, one of the most influential managers in the early years of professional baseball, was the longtime 30-year manager for the New York Giants. Another birthday from your Dallas Cowboys, born 1954, Hall of Fame running back Tony Dorsett, winner of the 1976 Heisman Trophy at the University of Pittsburgh.
one of the best college running back careers ever.
Yeah, and the longest rush in NBA or NFL history. I think it's tied now, but
Yeah.
The 99-yard run from Monday Night
I
Football.
think Derrick Henry's got a 99-yard.
That's what I'm saying. I think that it's tied now. Buster Douglas, born on this day, 1960, former heavyweight champion.
Beat up a coked up Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he sure as hell did. Here's your random baseball birthday of the day. Do you remember Brett Tomko? Longtime pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds, born 1973. Couple more. The Barber brothers. I don't know which one.
Tiki and Rondé.
Tiki and Rondé. I don't know which one was born first, but both
I think
born.
It was Rondé. I think he always had that over.
He always held. I remembered one of them because that's a bad bit. That's a terrible bit when twins say,
I was
"Oh,
born
I'm the old.
first."
I was 5 minutes older. Can't you tell?"
Hey, when you got to be around the same guy for your whole life.
And lastly, a man that has a statue at the Rangers Stadium. A man that was a former Texas Ranger, but not the badge-carrying type that made sure our schools didn't integrate in the 60s.
The racist.
No, this man was a Dominican baseball player who made his debut with the Dodgers when he was 19 years old.
Mr. Pudge?
No.
Oh, what?
Pudge made his debut with the Rangers.
Oh, I thought he was just played mostly with the Rangers.
Adrian Beltre.
Oh, Adrian Beltre.
Born on this day,
He was a
1979. No, he was a third baseman. He made his debut for the Dodgers, is what I said.
Why was I thinking catcher, dude? Like,
I don't know. You got,
Pudge.
yeah.
I thought you said, anyway. Hey, Adrian Beltre, man. What? How?
LG, get us out of here.
Was he part of the 500 club?
You have hit the
I was
wall.
like, yeah,
He's a
dude.
Hall of Famer. Tell the good before you tell the good people how to get a hold of you.
You can get a hold of me at the Captain SCL.
What?
I changed it, dude.
That's different than what you said last week, though.
The Captain SCL, Sports Cave Live.
Okay, all right.
No, it's the same.
That feels like that was not what you gave out.
I stuttered a little bit. All right, Kimmy, you want me to continue? And you can get us
Just
at
do the show.
Sports Cave Live. Just do the show, bitch. You can get us at sportscave.live on most everything.
Is that correct, LG? Is that the right one?
And LG, shut your mouth,
When's
dude.
the next?
By most everything, he means Instagram.
I don't need it today.
And Grinder, don't forget. LG, when's the next stream?
Don't know.
Don't know. Well, the next stream of this show is Thursday. If you want to get a hold of me, find me on X at Biggest Puma, Instagram biggest.puma. I swear we'll get these episodes up on podcast form,
Yeah, I
but
need that last one, man, because
it's coming. It's coming.
Some good.
Till then,
good
though.
Good videos.
We'll be back here Thursday night. Y'all be good. Peace.
Peace.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only